What up and what's poppin'? It's your dog Breeze from Fahrenheit 451, part of the Fourth and Go Network. We're burning the books alive. 1-1 on my NBA bets yesterday for the simple fact Rudy Gobert was hooping. He had 9 points at halftime, failed to take another shot for the rest of the game. Played 34 minutes. Probably should have just got on his rebounds. Nonetheless, back with my best bets in the NBA for January 8th. Let's get right into it. I got a play in the Chicago game that has already started. My apologies about that. I'm trying to get these videos out earlier. 8 total plays, 4 leans. Let's get right into it. Yada that mean. First up, as aforementioned, Kobe White. Kobe White over 4.5 rebounds. That dropped all the way down to minus 110 at FanDuel right before tip-off. He's had 4 rebounds or more in his last 7 out of 10 games, 5 rebounds or more in the last 5 out of 10 games, 5 rebounds or more in the last 3 versus Charlotte, and 9 rebounds or more in the last 2 games versus Charlotte. Definitely a ladder spot. If you're watching this later and the game's still on, maybe just catch it live. Next up, my first lean, Daniel Gafford. Over 7.5 rebounds, minus 134 odds at FanDuel. OKC gives up the 5th most rebounds to center in the last 3 games versus OKC when he's played normal minutes. Gafford has had 9, 7, and 8 rebounds. Next lean, Jalen Williams, J-Dub from the Oklahoma City Thunder, over 4.5 rebounds, plus 118 odds over at FanDuel. He's had 4 and 8 rebounds in the last 2 games versus the Wizards. The Wizards allow the most rebounds to small forwards. They also allow the most rebounds to centers. Next official play, Tyler Herro, over 5.5 rebounds, plus 106 odds at FanDuel. Herro has had plus 6 rebounds in the last 7 out of 10 games, 9, 6, 2, 6, 8, and 7 in his last 6 games. Against Houston. Houston also allows the 2nd most rebounds to shooting guards. Next lean, Jabari Smith Jr. over 8.5 rebounds, minus 130 odds at DraftKings. He's cleared this line in the last 3 games with 12 rebounds in the last 2 out of 3 of those games. He's had 11 and 8 rebounds in his last 2 games versus the Miami Heat. My next lean is going to be Jordan Clarkson over 3.5 rebounds at plus 108 odds over at FanDuel. Just real sneaky, man. He's hit this line in the last 2 or 3 games, or the last 3 out of 4 games. In one of these last few games, he had 10 rebounds. I failed to write that down, but you definitely can do your own research and see that Clarkson has been snagging them boards. Man, we know Milwaukee ain't trying to grab no boards. It'd be like Giannis rebounding and Giannis rebounding. All right, next two and last two official plays. Fear the Beard, James Harden over 9.5 assists, plus 110 odds at FanDuel. Harden has had 9 assists in his last 5 games. Harden has had 9 assists in his last 5 games, and he's cleared this line in the last 4 out of 5 games versus the Suns, with totals of 11, 9, 10, 14, and 11. Last but not least, Devin Booker, over 22.5 points at FanDuel. This has had some reverse line movement. I think it's just with KD being in, but I still love it nonetheless. Devin Booker over 22.5 points. Minus 114 odds over at FanDuel. He's cleared his line in the last 6 games versus the Clippers. Cleared his line in the last 5 games versus the Clippers with KD playing. With highs in those 6 games of 38, 45, 47, and 35. All right? I know that was a lot. But let's wrap it up. Official plays, Kobe White over 4.5 rebounds. Tyler Herro over 5.5 rebounds. James Harden over 9.5 assists, and Devin Booker over 22.5 points. My leans for the day are Daniel Gafford over 7.5 rebounds, Jalen Williams over 4.5 rebounds, Jabari Smith Jr. over 8.5 rebounds, and Jordan Clarkson over 3.5 rebounds. Like, comment, and subscribe for your daily sports betting videos and analysis. Let's keep burning them. As always, I'll see you tomorrow. If you want to talk parlays, builders, or just talk about the players, talk about the game. Meet me over on Twitter. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe as we are closing in on 300 subscribers. I think we're about 8 subscribers away from 300. Why not get there tonight? All right? Peace, love, and light.